Welcome back. We're here with professional mixed martial arts fighter out of Florida, Sam McCoy. Sam is also a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and considered an expert on the ground. Sam, you're supposed to be fighting tonight. Tell us what happened.
Unfortunately, we had weigh-ins yesterday. I weighed in at 183. We were supposed to fight at 185. My opponent came in at 206. So it was a little frustrating, about 21 pounds overweight. It's a little frustrating because I asked him, hey, listen, man, what happened? He said, well, when I weighed myself at home, I was 185. So I think that angered me a little bit more. But, you know, hey, I don't know what's going on in the kid's life. I don't know what's happening, but we're professionals, you know. I mean, if you want to be professional, man, you got to come in and do what you signed the contract to do, you know. And, man, I'm not getting any younger. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to fight.
Sam, you mentioned your age. Now, a lot of professional fighters have to supplement their income as they're coming up the ranks. But you're a little bit of a different story. You actually had a secure position, and you still decided to go into the uncertainty of mixed martial arts. Can you explain to us what do you do for your profession, and how did you end up in mixed martial arts?
Well, my profession, I'm actually a police officer in Boca Raton. And, you know, the funny thing is, I remember my dad passed away at the time I was playing college football, and I was just finishing my senior year. Long story short, when he died, something needed to kind of fill that void, you know. With football being over, I had to do something, so I got into doing jiu-jitsu just for fun. And, you know, started training, enjoying myself. And one day, you know, my master even asked me, hey, what do you think about doing an MMA fight for money? For me, at the time, I needed the money, and it was an easy thing for me to figure out to try to do. And I've never really been good at too many things, you know, as far as, like, you know, the mental game or as far as schoolwork and stuff like that. All I've ever been good at was physical things. So it was an easy fit for me. But, you know, being an officer and everything like that, it helps me out on the street as well. But, you know, after you figure out something, especially as extreme as this, and you figure, hey, I can make money, I can be good at it, and I love it, you know, it makes you just want to stop doing what you're doing and pursue something like MMA. The thing is my dad always told me, you know, if you're doing something you love, you never work a day in your life.
Now, Sam, I've known you for a long time, and I know you to be more than most. You really care a lot about people. You were there when unfortunately Shelby Walker, she took her own life, and you were there in the room supporting Dennis Kang as he was going through a really hard time. And I'll never forget the look in your face of care. And you were in uniform at the time, and so tell me something. When you're out working on the streets, do you get treated with the proper respect that you deserve, being a black belt and a UFC level style fighter?
No, on the street. I mean, even as being a police officer. Man, you know, unfortunately, we don't get treated too well by the public. Maybe because of other officers that have messed up in the past. But, you know, I mean, they could care less of who I am or what I do. Every now and then someone might recognize you or something like that and maybe not do what they're planning on doing, you know, whatever the case may be. But, you know, other than that, you know, we get no respect, especially as police officers. They don't see us as people. They see us as a badge. And as a basically kind of like an icon of superiority, which is, it's not like that, you know, we're there to do a job. Unfortunately, in some departments, I'm not going to really name myself, but the thing is your worst enemies are some of the people you work with or you work for, you know. I'd rather work with the public any day, you know, besides some of the people that I have to deal with at work.
So let me ask you a question. We know you're a great fighter. We know you're a very accomplished jiu-jitsu player. What do you do when you're not training and you're not being a police officer?
Most of the time, I like spending time with my wife, Denise. You know, she's awesome. You know, she's like my rock. And other than that, my mom lives in Fort Pierce. I lost my father, of course, like I was telling you. So my mom and I are very close. We've always been best friends. Most of my time I spend traveling and going to see her. You know, people don't understand how important your parents are, how important, you know, kids coming up, they take their parents for granted. You can't say goodbye to them or kiss them, tell them you love them when they're gone. So everything I do for her, you know, so one of those things.
So let me ask you, Sam, you were supposed to fight tonight. It didn't come through. You look in incredible shape. What's next for you?
You know, from what I understand, they were trying to get me a fight in August for fight time as well. And I'm ready to go. If I got to fight tomorrow, I will. I'm actually going to try it for the Bellator tryout tomorrow. I don't know how it's going to go, you know, but I'm going to go out there and do my best. Unfortunately, there's going to be a lot of guys that I train with that I may have to fight with, but, you know, the best man's going to have to win, and I'm going out there, and I got a lot of built-up stuff, and hopefully it doesn't distract me from going out there and winning whatever contract we're trying to give out for Bellator. You know, my goal is at least getting in one big show before it's all over, whether it be Strikeforce, Bellator, UFC. I just want one fight to just show what I can do. And if I go out, I want to go out on my shield, you know. I'm going out 100% as hard as I can with everything that I got. I just need that one opportunity. So that's my choice. You know, that's my my plan. My next plan tomorrow is to go into Bellator and do the best I can. I was supposed to fight in Bellator before I tore my shoulder, but you know, it didn't happen. So I'm looking for it.
Well, Sam, we'll be rooting for you, and we'd love to keep following your career and keep updated with you and maybe do some more interviews leading up to your next fight. And we definitely would like to hear from you after the Bellator tryouts to hear how your experience was.
Thank you so much, Charles. Thank you so much. You've always been a great friend of mine. You've always supported me. And aside from the interview, I just want to tell you how much I love you and I appreciate you, sir.
Thank you, Sam.
Thank you, man.
There you have it.
Enjoy it.
Cage Junkies, we're here with Caleb Archer. Thank you, Caleb, and we look forward to following your career.